Move on to your other responsibilities, and we'll get to our next witnesses. But thank you both for your leadership.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
The gentleman is recognized for a point of order. Will state his point of order.
Mr. Chairman, these witnesses are being dismissed without the ability to cross-examine their statements. They've made some outlandish allegations here.
I want to talk about yet another shit show of what Kevin McCarthy's little house party call a hearing.
And consistent with the work of this committee, especially this select committee, and congressional hearings in general, we should have the ability to question their statements.
You see, things haven't gone well whenever, you know, they let the Democrats talk, because the Democrats just destroy them.
Yeah, it's a long-standing practice of the committee to, when you have our colleagues from the other side of the aisle and other officials, to let them testify.
No. These witnesses, Mr. Chairman, these witnesses were direct witnesses as to the cases that they brought. When we bring in our colleagues from the Senate and other colleagues from the House, we extend them a courtesy. Many times we do not even swear them. We do not require them to take an oath. We allow their testimony in a ceremonial or in a non-substantive way.
So you have a situation like a couple days ago where they're just not going to let the Democrats talk.
But these two witnesses have just presented evidence that I think in part is false. And I would like the opportunity to cross-examine those witnesses. And if this...
Those witnesses aren't here.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
You will get a chance to cross-examine Mr. Sauer. You've not stated a point of order here. Then I'll recognize the gentleman from Louisiana.
Violating House rules of more than 200 years because they can't handle the argument.
Point of order. Isn't it true that even in recent days...
Reclaiming my time.
No, you're not recognized, sir. Isn't it true that even...
Yes, I am. I was recognized. Sir, he did recognize me.
Well, point of order. I'm now recognizing Mr. Johnson because you're not stating your point of order any longer. You're making a speech.
Violating House rules because they're weak, pathetic snowflakes who, quite frankly, believe in cancel culture.
And my point of order, Mr. Chairman, is to recall, isn't it true that in recent days, even colleagues like Congressman Jamie Raskin presented testimony that was pretty salacious and was allowed to leave the room, and we were not allowed to cross-examine him. Isn't that true?
Mr. Chairman, in response to the gentleman's...
The committee will abide by the custom of the House.
Salacious has to do with sexual content, and I don't think that our colleague, Mr. Raskin, presented salacious comment. I would ask that
well, let's call it outrageous then. I'll use the same term that my colleague did.
That word be taken down because it's false.
What more would you expect from Jim Jordan?
I think you just said outrageous.
Mr. Chairman, in debate on the point of order.
Gentleman from Louisiana.
No, Mr. Chairman, in debate.
The gentleman from Louisiana said it was not salacious, it was outrageous. He changed the term. We will now get to other witnesses.
No, Mr. Chairman, in debate on the point of order, please, that was just raised.
Gentlelady from Florida is recognized.
Thank you very much. And the Attorney General is not from, Mr. Landry is not a member of Congress, is not entitled to an extension of courtesy that we give to some of our colleagues or even former colleagues.
When this guy was a wrestling coach and his student wrestlers came to him and said that the team doctor was fondling them in the shower, famously, Jim Jordan's response was, "Don't shower with the doctor."
Mr. Chairman, now recognizes
that was a member panel. This is not a member panel.
5 minutes of testimony.
Mr. Chairman,
Sauer, you are recognized.
On the point of order, at least, if we're not going to have the ability to cross-examine, I would move that we move to strike the testimony provided by Senator Schmidt and Attorney General Landry. We aren't able to probe the veracity of their statements, the truthfulness of their statements.
And this isn't one or even two people saying this. There's 188 wrestlers who are witnesses against Jim Jordan. And now, Jim Jordan better pray that Donald Trump becomes president again,
You will be given your 5 minutes here when we get to the 5 minutes.
They're
of
not
questions.
here.
They're not here to
They're
question.
absent.
Understand
They
that.
cannot
You will
answer.
be able to
They
ask-
have scurried
you can-
away
you
with
can-
your complicity.
You,
They refuse
have
to
not
defend.
scurried away. They
in
were
a country
dismissed
of
like all witnesses.
330
The
million
chair
people,
recognizes
you
Mr.
couldn't
Sauer
find 2 people
for his
to defend
5 minutes
their
of
statements.
testimony.
That's pretty disgraceful.
Mr.
Because that sumbitch is about to be jumped up on charges.
Sauer,
If
you
allowing them to
recognize-
leave is not weaponization, I don't know what is, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, right.
Y'all take it easy. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal.
I had 2 calls yesterday, one from a county attorney in Kentucky and one from a county attorney in Tennessee. They were Republican, obviously, that both states are heavily Republican. They want to know if there are ways they can go after the Bidens now.
No, those Biden boys! You're gonna catch them Biden boys! Also, these guys they're just such morons. You went on TV and confessed that Republicans are looking for ways to manipulate the justice system to go after Biden as political revenge. If those prosecutors in Kentucky and Tennessee ever do bring a case, all the defense has to do is play this clip, and the judge will say the court rules that you are, and this is the legal term, a massive doink.